swag of a prize fighter. The antithesis of a firefighter. Arsonist, I'm a fire rider. Instant flame like a firelighter. So special with shows, I live out my flows. Can't walk in my shoes, can't purchase my clothes. Ice in my veins, but I never froze. Picture perfect, but I never pose. As a juvenile, I knew I bounced back. Got rated, had a plan to get my ounce back. Use cheese as bait, that's a mousetrap. Let me to the right person to pounce at. They selling dreams, I'm pulling receipts. Full force, we can't be beat. Got a dirty mouth, but the flow so neat. Keep your 2 cents, talk is cheap.
The next topic we're going to discuss here on Boxing Bros is Conor Benn. Conor Benn was out and about, but he didn't seem like he wanted to talk or speak, at least not with Talk Sport. So this video appears courtesy of Talk Sport. Subscribe to Talk Sport. So here you see Gareth Davies trying to speak with.
I am, and I'm very near Conor Benn, who I just want to say hello to. No, he's knocked him off.
Pulling my back.
Do anything tonight. He's got his security guy. He just knocked the microphone out of my hand. Clearly.
Wow, son.
So, what's your reaction to Conor Benn and him knocking the mic away from Gareth Davies and refusing to do an interview?
I mean, I need to know why he did it. Maybe, homeboy was talking just too spicy. So Conor Benn's probably like, yeah, I'll never forget what this dude said about me. Like, I remember, man, a lot of people, man, it was like, yo, this dude needs to get suspended. So, like, it was a lot of stuff at that time. So he's probably holding grudges. But at the same time, I think Conor has to understand it's a business first. And for these athletes to be the big pay-per-view stars, they need these media outlets. So as much as you want to be like, yo, F all of these guys, they're the ones that keep your name relevant, especially in the boxing world. So I think he should reconsider the way he's behaving. But again, man, some guys are hot-headed. Sometimes dudes won't learn until everything that they've built is now gone, and then he'll appreciate when these haters, quote unquote, actually want to interview him. Because it could come a time when they'll see you on the street and just keep it pushing because they're like, yo, you're not even relevant at all. So I don't know, man. I feel like Conor Benn, now you got that out your system. You shouldn't repeat this behavior because this could bite you in the near future.
I don't know, man. We've had this discussion before, and I tend to feel like you don't have to give an interview if you don't want to. And he's there. He's in the middle of a discussion, and, Davies comes and puts the mic in his face, and, he didn't even, like, ask him off camera, or he just spotted him and then just went up to him with a mic to see if he would be willing to give him an interview. And, I know what Conor Benn is accused of. I know what I believe personally as it relates to Conor Benn, but he's still a person at the end of the day. He's still out. He still has a right to his privacy. And you can't just take it for granted. Like, you just can't walk up to people with a mic and, let's say hypothetically I was out and I wanted to speak with Conor Benn and I saw he had his security with him. I'd probably go up to security first and say, hey, excuse me, can you see if Conor Benn would be willing to do an interview with me? Now, personally, I wouldn't want to interview any boxer because I don't really care like that. That's just not my thing. I love the sport of boxing. I respect the boxers as the people who fuel the sport, who drive the sport. But at the end of the day, like, for me, I'm not trying to be a reporter. I'm not trying to get in the game. If they gave me an offer to call a fight I'll do that. But like, I don't want to be one of those people running around to the fighters like, so, because I couldn't do it. Like Dillian White just a second ago. Brothers, like, there's some people out there. I would have been like, yo, I thought you lost, bro. Like, keep it like, I'll be like, yo, 100.
Yo, Dillian, respect yourself, man. You know you lost, me.
I know. Yo, I get the same way, G. We would be getting fights and lawsuits and everything, dog. They'd be like, I like Wilder too. That's the other thing. People think I hate Wilder, but I just can't lie. I'll be like, yo, like, I would have to tell them, like, yo, like, yeah, you beat Hellenius, but we know that was food. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not judging you for it. You know what I mean? Like I said, I knew he was going to do that. I said he was going to do it. I don't think there's anything wrong with it, but I'm just saying, like, sometimes you got to cater to these fighters' ego too much, and they don't do well with criticism. Like Tyson Fury, you can give Tyson Fury all the praise in the world. As soon as you say one thing about the opponent, like, I don't like your trilogy with Derek Chisora, is that I'm not really interested in that. He's mad, bro. What are you mad about? We think you're phenomenal. We think you're one of the greatest fighters ever. We just don't want to see you beat up on Derek. That's why we don't want to see you fight Derek. So it's kind of like with Conor, you know, he probably has been hearing people speak about him in an unfavorable way, and he doesn't want to speak to the media. And I'm not mad at him, because you never know what people are going to do. The media, in certain situations, they're trying to get a sound bite. They're trying to go viral. They're trying to get you to say something against your best interest, right? And if you're Conor Benn, who you're trying to get this fight going, what you think apparently, and the British Board of Boxing Control, they're saying like, nah, we're not about to let this happen, or they're trying. You don't want to say anything. Could he gone about it differently? Absolutely. That's the only thing I would say. He didn't have to hit the mic. He didn't have to do that. He could have been like, hey, man, I respectfully decline. I'm not doing
the mic and said, pardon my back. I was wild disrespect.
Yeah. But you know what? There's something about Davies, because that's the same dude Wilder was like, I'm going to kill him.
Yeah.
Man, you see it in my eyes. And he was like, I had an intimate moment with Wilder. Something about him brings out the, you know, the rah in the fighters. I don't know. Nah, but honestly, I don't have a problem with fighters not doing interviews. I don't think you gotta support a media outlet that you feel like bashes you. And I watch Talk Sport, by the way. Yo, like sometimes I particularly when it comes to boxing, I watch Talk Sport because I don't watch them for everything. The dude Simon is a Tyson Fury fanboy out the wazoo. They give Tyson Fury every benefit of the doubt, and they smash Anthony Joshua. They hate on Anthony Joshua. They'll make arguments and not even realize how biased they sound. Like, for example, they'll make the argument, oh, well, you know, kind of similar to what you were saying, like Tyson Fury's the commercial star in the UK, so he deserves the bigger split, like 60-40, you know, I would say, or whatever, right? Cool. But then when it comes to Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury, they'll say, oh, well, Fury clearly deserves 60-40 because he got the belt. Usyk got more belts. You didn't care about that. It was about who's the commercial star. Now that it's Anthony Joshua, you want to change the split requirements. Because if we're talking about who's the commercial star, then AJ still should get 60-40. See,
I think it's 50-50 with that one. I think it's 50-50.
Come on.
Actually, you might be right, actually.
Come on, man. Stop playing.
But the belts got to mean something. The belts have to factor in.
All right, now they have to factor in with Fury. See, and that's what I'm talking about, where it's like the bias. I hate that. If you're going to pick what trumps and you're going to stick with it, that's what logic is all about. Yeah. So if you make the argument that you're paying, the split is judged, the split is decided based on who's the bigger commercial star, you got to stick with that. And you don't get to switch it now because Anthony Joshua. If you do that, it shows your bias, and that's what I'm talking about. All they do is hate on Anthony Joshua. All they do is Talk Sport. Like I said, I don't fault Conor Benn for like looking and seeing his Talk Sport and saying I don't mess with y'all. Because the dude Simon, he hate on Eddie Hearn too. Like Eddie,
boys.
Huh?
I thought they were boys.
Nah. Eddie went on there and smashed them. And I'm not the biggest Eddie Hearn fan. You know this. Not even that I dislike Eddie. I don't like the Eddie Hearn fans. But Eddie's cool with me. Eddie's a businessman. Eddie's doing what businessmen do. But when I call out a businessman for making a bad deal or doing some shady business, right? And then the fanboys come at me, it is what it is. But as far as Eddie goes, I don't dislike Eddie. But Eddie went on there and smashed Simon Jordan. Straight smashed them. This dude so anyway, I saw that to say they got a reputation where it doesn't surprise me that some boxers are going to be like, I don't even want to talk to you. Anthony Joshua did a commercial for them. I'm shocked he did it. I would be like, I don't want to talk to you either. So that's my take on it. All right. Thank you for listening. him watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And remember, you can listen to our podcast on all major streaming services. We are the Boxing Bros.